And welcome to Roncalli Royal Softball here on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. Rob Brown and Pat Crosley with you today at Roncalli High School. A very cloudy day on the south side, but a great south side softball matchup as Roncalli taking on Franklin Central, two of the top 12 teams in the state. Pat, it'll be a good one here today as Roncalli ranked number 1 and Franklin Central just outside the top 10.
Most definitely. This is a game that when you're a Royal softball fan, you circle this game because it's always going to be a good game. Coach Stricker always brings a good squad, and the Royals got to be ready for a team that's not going to back down. They've got some pretty good softball players on their squad, and I know we do too, but these young ladies coming from Edgewood Avenue down the road a little bit are definitely going to bring a good game for us.
Well, let's take a look at the lineups. First for the visitors from Franklin Central as they're about to get going here. Abby Maderi in center field. She'll lead off. Reagan Lamar is the designated player. She hits second. Maddie Weaver bats third. She's in right field. Olivia Collop, the cleanup hitter, plays third base. Brenna Fink catches. She'll hit fifth. Macy Roberts hitting sixth. She's the shortstop. Gracie Markham hitting seventh. She's in left field. Morgan Back at first base hits eighth. And Josie Newman bats ninth. She's at second base. Defensively for Roncalli, Lila Blackwell in center field. Kate Lehner in left. Abby Hoffman in right. The infield. Kylie Freege at third. Abby Carr at short. Chloe Parks at second base. Kaylin Cash at first. Allie Waleski behind the plate. And in the circle, Keegan Rothrock, the sophomore, making her 10th appearance. 8th start. She's 9-0 with a 0.28 ERA in 50 1/3 innings. She's allowed 2 runs, 12 hits, struck out 127, and walked none.
That's all?
Is that good, Pat? Is that good?
I've heard that's good.
Here we go. First pitch.
Ooh.
And inside tight a ball. This game is underway. 5:42 our start time. 67 degrees and very cloudy. The rain moved through here in the 4 o'clock hour. Got a window to get this one in. No wind to speak of today. Rothrock looks in. That pitch is fouled back.
Yeah, her first pitch was inside a little bit, and I think it caught Allie Waleski, the catcher, unawares, and she didn't catch it. It went off the umpire's chest.
Great way to start the day. Maderi hitting .542 coming in, 26 out of 48. Shows bunt, and the pitch high, a ball goes back to the screen. And peeled down to first base. The home plate umpire asks for help, and the base umpire says she did offer up, so it's a strike.
Like to see the umpires working together this early. It seemed like a good team.
The count goes 1-2. Swing and a miss. She got her swinging on a pitch rising up through the zone. And that's the first out of the inning. Here's Reagan Lamar, junior, hits from the left side, committed to Indiana State, adding .250 on the year, 10 out of 40. First pitch, she offered up on a swinging bunt and missed.
Yeah, she's looking to make that little slap there. Try and make some contact with what Keegan's bringing in.
0-1 the count here in the top of the first. That pitch rose up and out of the zone. It's a ball, 1-1.
Still looked fast to me, but it was a little bit off speed.
It was very fast. 1-1 the count. Pitch, swinging bunt, that time offered at. And it's 1-2. 1-2 the count. Top of the first. Here at Roncalli High School. Cloudy day, 67 degrees, our game time temperature. Pitch, and it's slapped foul down the left side. Count holds at 1-2.
Yeah, these flashes, they're pretty good at bat. These girls have nice record or nice averages, and so they're going to make contact today. They just got to get it straight.
The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. She offered up at it as it rode out and away from the zone. Second strikeout and as many batters to start this game. Here's Maddie Weaver, number 12, hitting .392 on the year, 20 out of 51. Committed to play at Iowa next year, one of 4 Division I commits on this roster. Weaver also played on the basketball team at Franklin Central. Pitch down and in a ball.
Always like the Hoopers. Get out there and play a little softball too.
Weaver digging in the batter's box on the right side. Rothrock takes the sign, and Weaver had a cut, clipped it back to the screen, and the count evens up, 1-1. Top of the first, no score. Just underway here at Roncalli. 2 outs. Rob Brown, Pat Crosley with you. Happy you're spending part of your Wednesday with us. That pitch in tight, a ball. And it's 2-1.
That one moved in a little bit. It's a nice breaking ball. Didn't fool Maddie Weaver, though.
Ooh, that pitch caught the corner. Delayed call. And the count evens 2-2.
A little suspense for us today.
Yeah, especially when she hasn't walked a batter yet. You wonder when that's going to come. 2-2 count. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Rothrock looks in, and Weaver had a cut. Sent it back to the screen. Count holds 2-2.
Good at bat for Maddie.
Pitch. Chop foul. Weaver staying alive. Third foul ball in this at bat. Weaver staying alive in this at bat with 2 outs in the top of the first. Kathy Stricker down that third base coaching box, the Hall of Famer. 41 years at Franklin Central, the only softball coach they've ever had. She looks on as this 2-2 pitch comes in. Just missed the corner, and the count goes full.
Coach Burkhart really wanted that to be a strike.
Yes, he did. Actually, Dawn Burkhart.
Yeah.
Both Burkharts are in that dugout. It's Dawn Burkhart that's at the front of the dugout, closest to the plate. She did want that strike. Full count here, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. She got her at the letters. And Rothrock strikes out the side to begin this first inning. We'll step out for 30 seconds. When we come right back, Roncalli will take their first cuts. When we return on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
McDonald's proudly introduces the new fresh
We're
beef
so
quarter
thrilled
pounder
to have
burgers.
Peyton Manning's
Each one of
name
our
on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. They gonna make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary ER or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
We're so thrilled to
Bats 7th, Kaylin Cash hits 8th at first base, and Allie Waleski, the catcher, hits 9th. Defensively for the Flashes, outfield left to right, Marka, Maderi, and Weaver. Along the infield, Collop and Roberts on the left side, Newman and back on the right side, Fink behind the plate, and on the mound, Ella Klaus, the sophomore, making her 7th appearance, 3rd start. She's 2-1 with a 4.28 ERA, 18 innings, has allowed 13 runs, 11 earned, 23 hits, 15 strikeouts, and 7 walks.
We'll see if Coach Locke swings away here or lets Lila look to advance on a short ball. Play a little slap hit here.
Blackwell hitting .457 on the year. 16 out of 35. The corners at first and third are in way tight. Blackwell hits from the left side. Klaus with the big windup. It delivers. Blackwell showed bunt. Pulled it back. Ran up on that one. Ball one.
Royal dugouts alive.
Engaged.
Like it.
Dialed in.
Who the bench coach is over there doing a nice job.
David Lauk in the third base coaching box. Maria Poteet down at first. Pitch. Swinging bunt again. She came up on that one and missed. The count evens. 1-1.
You know, the first and third runs in like that. Just beautiful to flap one right over top of their heads. Oh.
Took a swing at that one and missed. Running up on it. And the count goes to 1-2. Blackwell behind in the count. Leadoff hitter here in this bottom of the first.
Not sure that she offered there, but I don't get to make those decisions today.
Corners are way in at first and third respectively. Blackwell slaps this one to second. Fielded cleanly, throw to first. She's out by 2 steps. Right at Newman, the second baseman. Blackwell's retired 4-3. And here's the speedster, Kate Lehner, the junior, hitting from the left side. Lehner hitting .542 on the year. That's second on the team. 13 out of 24. Also hits from the left side. First 3 hitters in this order, Pat, all hit from the left side. It's kind of where the running game starts.
Yeah, that's Coach Lauk's MO right there.
Lehner runs up on one.
He likes his fast hitters up first, get on base, then somebody come drive him in.
Well, and the way Rothrock has started this season, Lehner lays down the bunt. The third baseman was charging. Nice play, but a wild throw. Heads into the outfield, and Lehner stays there. Nice play by Collip to charge that one, but she rushed the throw. It rolled low and wide. Not far enough away for Lehner to get down to second.
She made a nice play on the ball.
And we'll see how they score that. We'll check with Gerard Strebe to see how we score that. He's going to score that in air 5.
On the plate, the second baseman, number 16, Chloe Parks.
So Lehner aboard via error. And here's Chloe Parks leading the team with a .562 average. Fouls this one back on first pitch swinging. Parks, the Miami of Ohio commit, hitting a team best .562. Pat, she entered this season. You think about all the great players that have come through this program over the years. She came into this season number 3 in career batting average at .483, and she's raised it.
Yeah, with 1 season under her belt. And yeah, she was
2. Played as a freshman and then missed last year, obviously, with no season. Yeah.
Right, but just the 1 season just coming in this year. And
yeah,
she was an integral part of the team as a freshman. So
yep.
There stands to reason she's going to be the same way now.
Slaps that one foul down the left side.
She's from a softball playing family. Her sister and her mother are both very good softball players. And to see her here today, I remember when she was a youngster running around watching her big sister play, and to see her play here today and play such a high level is really cool.
So Parks down in the count, behind 1-2. Lehner down at first, 1 away. Big wind up, and Parks ran up on that one and missed on the outside corner a ball. Count evens, 2-2. Klaus has that big windup. You don't see that a lot where she brings both hands above her head. You see that on the telecast if you're watching here on the simulcast. Parks slaps this one to short. The play is to first, and Parks beats it out.
Yeah, you're not going to get her.
That ball deep in the hole. Fielded cleanly by Roberts, but it's a long throw.
Just called her out. She got out of the box.
She was out of the box. So Parks is out. David Lauk coming down the third baseline to get the call, to get a clarification. So Parks is ruled out. How does that get scored, Pat?
It's a
2 unassisted. Gerard Strebe clarifying that for us. He'd know the answer.
That's a put out by the catcher.
Put out by the catcher. So Parks was out of the batter's box before the ball was hit. So she's retired. 2 outs, and Freegie's up and fouls that first pitch back and out of play. So Lehner goes back to first on that ruling.
Yes.
Freegie hitting .515, the junior. 17 out of 33, 18 knocked in. 1 home run. Pitch. Late on that one, fisted foul and out of play down the right side, down the left side, or right side rather. Going the other way. Freegie, the first right-hand hitter in the order.
I think there was just enough water on the field to the umpire was able to point to where her foot was when she hit the ball. There's like a big foot, like a big mark.
Yep.
So Coach Lauk went down to.
And a lot of balls have gone out of play, and we need somebody to go retrieve some of those. Now they're flying in everywhere.
It's snowing. big yellow softballs.
Get settled back in here. 0-2 count to Freegie. Pitch. Away a ball. And it's 1-2. Lehner down at first, 2 away here in the bottom of the first. Pitch low, Lehner goes. Head first slide, she's in under the tag. So stolen base for Lehner. That is her 5th of the year, 2nd on the team in that category behind Parks, who has 9. Actually 3rd. Blackwell has 7. So now Lehner in scoring position. Let's see if Freegie can drive one into the outfield and bring Lehner home with the game's first run with a 2-out hit. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her on a pitch moving away, and Klaus works her way out. In the inning, no hits for the Royals, no runs. 1 Flashes error and a runner left. We're through 1. We'll step out for 30 seconds, come right back. Inning 2 on the way. After this, on the Ascension St. Vincent, Roncalli Media Network.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things.
Rob Brown, Pat Crosley back with you on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. Softball action here on a Wednesday. We had an unbelievable broadcast for you last night. 1 versus 2 in boys softball, and the Royals pulled the upset, knocking off number 1 Fishers in 5 sets. 3-2, winning that 5th set 17-15. It was a thriller, Pat.
Mr. Weisbach said it was an instant classic.
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree. Here's Olivia Collop, who stands in to lead off this 2nd inning. She hits from the right side. The senior committed to play at Indiana State on a pitch rising up, and she's behind in the count 0-2. Quickly behind 0-2.
Wow.
Swing and a miss. 4 batters, 4 strikeouts for Rothrock. And we move to the bottom of the 2nd, or the top of the 2nd, rather.
Keegan does not, she doesn't quick pitch by any means, but she's active on the mound. She doesn't wait around.
Brenna Fink stands in, the junior, hitting .304 on the year, catcher. Catcher. Chops this one off the end of the bat, other way, foul down the left side. 1 out here in the top of the 2nd.
Brenna's bat is bright orange, and it really sticks out in this cloudy day.
Pitch. That pitch down, moving down through the zone. Drop ball, and she swung right over the top of it. And she's behind 0-2.
quickly again.
Pitch. Out and away. A ball. Rothrock tried to get her to chase, and Fink held off. Pitch. Swing and a miss. She took a little something off. And Rothrock has her 5th strikeout of the game. 2 outs here in the top of the second.
Shortstop, number 11, Macy Roberts.
Here's Macy Roberts. Hitting .426 on the year. 20 out of 47. 18 knocked in, couple of home runs. Rothrock's pitch. Roberts a nice bunt. It spins back to the circle, and Rothrock fields to Parks covering. So the first ball put in play by the Flashes goes 1-3 on the putout. Flashes go in order here in the top of the second. We're through 1.5. Royals a bat when we return after this 30-second pause in the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
At Glander Rochford Orthodontics, we're in the business of making
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Media Network. Royals and Flashes scoreless as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Abby Carr, Abby Hoffman, and Keegan Rothrock due up for the Royals here in the inning.
Leading off your Royals, the shortstop, number 13, Abby Carr.
Pitch taken, right at the letters, called the strike.
And that was right there at the letters.
That pitch taking a ball. And it's 1-1. Carr hits a slow roller to short. Long throw, and they got her by a half step. Nice play by the shortstop, Roberts. Carr was retired 6-3. That was a bang-bang play down at first.
Yes, that was very close. I
Fielder,
don't know.
number 9, Abby Hoffman.
Here's Abby Hoffman. I got our crowd mic situated there. I think we got it now. Pitch high and away. Hoffman, the sophomore. One of 3 sophomores in the lineup today, joining Blackwell and Rothrock. Hoffman hitting a very robust .524 on the year. And she's ahead in the count, 2-0. Has a little speed. The right fielder. She ropes this one down the left field line. It hooks foul though and out of play. She got all of that one and then some.
Yeah, look out.
And despite the fact that Hoffman is one of the shorter players on the team, she's got 6 extra base hits, including 2 home runs.
Well, she is a strong young woman and can get that bat around, as we just saw in that last swing. It was a lot of bat speed, a lot of power in that.
Her older sister Cassie played in the program. No score. Bottom of the second. That pitch taken and missed off the outside edge and moves to 3-1.
That must have been a little low. That looks good. We'll take it.
Rothrock waits on deck. Pitch high ball, and Hoffman works the leadoff walk. That's her first walk earned of the season. And we've got action down in the bullpen already for Franklin Central. That's Shelby Hayes down there in the bullpen, getting loose potentially. Here's Rothrock. She's hitting .485 on the year. First pitch swinging, juices one to right center, going back, and one hops the fence. Picked up and relayed in. David Lauk will send Hoffman home. And Rothrock's double plates Hoffman for the game's first run. So Rothrock helps her cause with her 11th RBI of the year on the double, on the one-out double.
Yeah, center fielder was not ready for it to travel that far. She was playing a little too far in, I think.
And we'll have a courtesy runner now. It's Sophie Carr,
The courtesy runner,
the senior, coming in to run
number
for Rothrock.
20, Sophie Carr. At the plate, the first baseman, number 12, Kaylin Cash.
Here's Kaylin Cash as Carr heads down to second base. Cash hitting .258 on the year, 8 out of 31. Cash hits from the right side. One out, one in here in the bottom of the second. Cash takes a pitch high. It's the second of three scheduled broadcasts here on the network. We'll be back with you Saturday morning for baseball action. That pitch away, a ball. That'll be an audio-only affair on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. Cecina comes calling. Dave Gandolf in the Cecina dugout just won his 800th career game in the last week and a half. Takes a pitch high, a ball there, does Cash, and she's ahead in the count 3-0.
Yeah, Cecina's baseball team is always solid. They're well coached, obviously, and there's a lot of good baseball on the east side.
We'll have that game for you, Joe Schaefer and I, at 11 o'clock on Saturday morning. Audio only on RoncalliMediaNetwork.com. Cash takes a pitch. Ooh, that pitch looked high, but called the strike.
Probably the most famous Crusader alumnus from the baseball team is Jeff Strange, of course.
There you go. Cash late on that one, fouls it back over the screen.
You can just ask him.
I'm with that. The proverbial snakeskin cowboy, as it were. Full count to Cash. One out, Carr down at second. Grounded right back up the box into center field, a base hit. David Lauk will hold Carr at second base. Cash, though, running behind the play, and the throw down to second airmails the second baseman, and Carr walks home.
Snowball fight in the infield.
So Cash with a base hit, and I'm going to assume that will be scored an error on the catcher that allows Carr to come home with the second run of the game.
Now batting the catcher, number 14.
Yeah, I would agree 100%. That was a heck of a hit. Right where you want it, right at the pitcher's ankles.
She stayed back on it and rolled it right back up the middle with some velocity on it. Here's Waleski, Allie, the number 9 hitter, the junior catcher, hitting .417 on the year. 2-0 the score. Roncalli getting a couple runs in this second inning. Pitch out and away, a ball. I was just reminded via text, Pat, that technically Jeff Strange is not the snakeskin cowboy. Waleski takes that one out and away. My wife's cousin was the lead singer of the band Snakeskin Cowboy, if you recall, back in those days in the early 90s in Broad Ripple, if you were of that vintage. Jimmy Kane. Waleski down to third, speared nicely by the third baseman, Collop. Looked the runner back and threw it across the diamond for the out. What a play.
Yeah, that was good.
By Collop down at third base. That was a blistered one hopper that Collop snared as it was going by.
Yep. She saved a double, an RBI double, easy.
Great play by Collop. 2 outs in the inning. Sophie Carr down at second, back to the top of the order, and Blackwell, who grounded to second to lead off the bottom of the first. Blackwell shows bunt, pops the bunt back to the screen.
So now we know why Olivia Collop, third base there, she's going to go to Indiana State. They recognize that she's able to do great plays like that next year as a Sycamore.
Now the home plate umpire is Well, the pitcher warming up, she had her mask sitting on the ground down there in foul territory.
Either put it on or let the other girl hold it.
Yep. You talk about Indiana State. I saw today is the anniversary on this day, and we'll talk about that here in a second after this next pitch to Blackwell, who's behind in the count 0-1. Blackwell shows bunt, puts it down in front of the plate. It's a beauty.
Kidding me?
There'll be no play. Great infield hit by Blackwell. Laid down the perfect bunt right in front of the plate. She beats it out for the hit. Carr advances to third. Now here's Lehner, who reached via error first time up.
Textbook.
On this day, Pat, in 1979, Larry Bird appeared in his first and only college baseball games. Played in a doubleheader for Indiana State. Runner goes. There'll be no throw. Blackwell goes down to second base. Larry Bird played first base and DH'd in each end of a doubleheader against Kentucky Wesleyan and went 3 for 6 on the afternoon.
I do not doubt it.
Lehner lifts this one foul down the left side. The left fielder can't get there before it one-hops the fence down the left side. Saw that today on Twitter, that little note that Larry Bird made his college baseball debut. And at the time, as you recall, he played his senior year with the Boston Celtics having his rights. And as the story goes, Red Auerbach was not pleased. And that brought an end to Larry Bird's college baseball career. This day, 1979. Pitch to Lehner. She drives this one in the gap in left center field. That'll split the outfielders, roll to the wall. 2 runs are in. Lehner takes a big turn, head for third. There's going to be a play. She slides in head first with the 2-out triple. Kate Lehner brings 2 more in. That's her second triple of the year, and it's 4-0. She absolutely smoked that ball into left center field.
Yeah, she turned it double into a triple with her feet. She did not slow down, and Coach Lauk was not. He was triple from the minute it left her bat.
Well, if you watched Roncalli's girls basketball program at all this winter, you know what Lehner can do with the foot speed.
Number 16, Chloe Parks.
Here's Chloe Parks with 2 outs here in the inning. Roncalli has scored 4 here in the inning. Parks behind on that fastball up. Roncalli comes into this game 13-0, ranked number 1 in the state. Franklin Central a very strong 11-4. Just outside the top 10 in the 4A state poll this week. Parks tried to run up on that one and missed.
Yeah, Kate Lehner got herself all dirty down there. It's going to be a nice laundry job tonight.
She was head first sliding.
Yeah,
she is
it was awesome.
Covered in dirt on the front. Parks reaches out and slaps this one foul, drifts back over our heads and out of play. Yeah, Franklin Central this week in the 4A state poll in the others receiving votes category, just outside the top 10. Juices this one to center field, and a nice running basket catch made by Maderi. She got a late jump on it, but recovered, made a nice basket catch at the waist level. So a couple nice defensive plays by the Flashes in the inning. But Roncalli gets 3 hits, plates 4. There was a Franklin Central error and a run left. We're through 2. Roncalli leads this game 4-0. We're back with you after this 30-second pause on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. Well, to ensure vibrant and long-lasting life, Jockish flowers are always freshly cut and chilled. They constantly offer quality and beauty in each hand-picked arrangement that leaves their shop. Visit them at 2636 Southeast Street or call 784-1614 to order your arrangement today. That's our friends at Jockish Flowers. Chris Jockish, give them a call. Saw Chris last night at the volleyball match in his usual front row spot.
Leading off
Today's game also brought to us by Indiana Mirrors Credit Union, where you can get pre-approved and streamline the vehicle buying process. It's fast, free, and will take you down a quicker road to the car of your dreams. Visit imcu.com for more information. Bottom third of the order due up for Franklin Central. Rothrock has struck out 5 of the 6 batters she has faced thus far. She'll go to work on Gracie Markham, the number 7 hitter. .333 is her batting average, the senior. Playing left field, 15 out of 45. Pitch high ball.
And Keegan's got 5 strikeouts and an assist. So she's got her hand on every out so far.
Markham is committed to Spalding University. You familiar with that, Pat? Spalding, that fouled into the woods off the end of the bat right side.
The only Spalding that comes to mind is...
Don't say Caddyshack.
No, I was thinking of basketballs. Yeah,
okay.
That's it.
Spalding, a D3 in Louisville. Spalding University.
Okay.
D3 school. So Markham will be there next year. Swing and a miss, in on the fist. And Rothrock back ahead in the count, 1-2.
Louisville's a nice town. They're getting ready to have a big weekend here coming up.
Oh, I know you're a huge Derby guy. That pitch away, and Markham didn't chase. I'm guessing you'll have the Derby dialed up on Saturday?
Yes, more than likely, or listening to it, one of the two. Depends on where I'm at.
Yes, oh, that's right. You might be road tripping.
Yeah.
To go catch the surging Cincinnati Reds.
Yep.
Pitch just missed the inside corner, and the count goes full.
A team from Chicago's coming to town,
Indeed.
So got to go, perhaps. They have to make noise to counteract all the people who drove from all over central Indiana to go watch the Cubs play.
Baseball is a confounding sport, Pat. The Reds lose 7 in a row. Just when things are looking bleak, they head out and play the defending world champions and get 2 in a row on the road. Foul right back to us in the screen. Count stays full. I guess they're playing right now.
Yeah.
Check in on that.
Saw Trevor Bauer get his Cy Young Award in a Dodgers jersey, and it was just kind of...
That was kind of sad. Even though David Bell came out and posed for a photo with him.
Yeah, that was...
Full count, and she swings through, does Markham.
That was not a fun thing.
Rothrock gets her 6th strikeout.
The 6th strikeout was fun, but...
That brings up
baseman number 72.
Morgan Back.
Morgan Back.
Senior hitting .356, 16 out of 45. We were talking before the game, Pat, you and I and Gerard Strebe, our PA announcer, that you don't see too many softball players wearing number 72, a la Carlton Fisk, for those of you that are a little bit older. I've been informed via text that Amir Garrett is now in the game for the Reds.
Okay.
As they trail 2-0 in the 7th. Back down in the count, 0-1. Swing and a miss, and a pitch at the letters. And she's behind 0-2. Top of the 3rd, Roncalli leads 4-0 on the basis of 4 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. Just missed the corner.
Yep, that was about as close as you can get.
Back with some discipline there to lay off that one. 1-2. 1 out. Top 3rd. In on the fist. Foul tip. Got a piece of Waleski as well. Waleski up flexing her right hamstring.
Yeah, she's tough.
She got that on the inside of her right leg. And a little courtesy offered up by the home plate umpire to clean off the plate, even though it did not need it, to give Waleski a little extra time. That's how it works back there behind the plate, Pat.
That's awesome. It's one of the great...
1-2, and slap down to 3rd, and it gets through the legs of Frigi. And back is aboard. So that'll be an error on Frigi. That was hit very solidly. Frigi was playing 2 steps inside the bag.
The second baseman, number 6, Josie Newman.
And Kathy Stricker sending out a pinch runner for Back. And
17.
That is
Maybe
Center first base number 17, Alana Thomas.
Alana Thomas.
Taylor. On the JV roster, it's Alana Taylor. I don't know.
It's Thomas on the lineup card.
Oh, okay.
We'll go with that. Alana Thomas running down at first base with one out.
I trust the lineup card before I trust the roster that we handed out.
I would concur 100%. So here's the number 9 hitter, Josie Newman. She's a senior, showed bunt, offered up, pulled it back. I think 333 on the year. Pat, we're going to sprinkle these celebrity birthdays in.
He called that a strike, by the way. Okay. Which is cool. Celebrity birthdays.
We're going to sprinkle them in today.
All right, I'm here.
That pitch high, and Newman pulled the bunt back. Ann Margaret celebrating a birthday today. Ooh. How old will you suppose Ann Margaret is?
76.
80 years old today, Ann Margaret.
It's close.
Give me Ann Margaret in Viva Las Vegas with Elvis any day of the week.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's not too much Ann Margaret.
Swing and a miss on the bunt.
And there's not too much Ann Margaret I would say no to.
Viva Las Vegas with Elvis and Ann Margaret.
It's another one of those. Is she considered a one-name star because there's a hyphen?
I think, yeah, she might be. That's a good call. Pitch. Just missed the inside corner, and the count evens up 2-2. Two the count. Pitch, swing and miss on a pitch at the letters. And Rothrock is through the order the first time with 7 strikeouts.
I remember my father-in-law had a particular affinity for Ann Margaret.
Did he now? Okay.
Yeah, he did.
Here's Maderi in the process of getting a new battery in our center field camera, so we'll roll with this dugout camera third base side until we get that ironed out. Maderi lifts this. No runs, no hits. Franklin Central strands a runner, reached via Roncalli Airwork.
Marian University wants to know.
Rob Brown and Pat Crosley back with you. South side of Indianapolis, Roncalli High School, Roncalli and Franklin Central, 2 of the top programs in the state in 4A. Roncalli ranked number 1.
Number 6.
Center field cameras back. Nice to see that.
Number 6, Kylie Freegee.
Kylie Freegee leading off this 3rd inning for Roncalli. She struck out to end the 1st. Takes a pitch at the letters for a strike. Jay Leno celebrating a birthday today, Pat.
Oh.
What are you going to say with Jay Leno? Birthday.
74.
71.
Dang it.
Jay Leno today.
What, do I get a margin of error?
Oh, yeah. I think 3 on either side is good.
All
that
right,
pitch
well,
away is a ball.
1 for 2.
You're 1 for 2.
You know, if you get it
You
exact.
big Jay Leno guy?
No,
Your
not really.
stance on Jay Leno?
You know.
Freegee lifts this one high in the air, left center field. Left fielder Markham is over and makes the catch. That was a big league pop up there.
Yeah.
1 away.
I'll tell you, I'm.
Number 13, Abby
I like when
Carr.
he shows off all the 1,000 million cars he owes.
I figured, I figured you'd be in on that.
But I could take him or leave him as a comedian or a talk show host. Or.
He's a world-class car collector.
Oh
though.
my goodness, his cars are amazing.
Abby Carr stands in for her 2nd at-bat of the afternoon. Ground to short in her first time up.
And it's not just the normal collector cars he has. He has like steam cars. He has like these really outrageous, weird cars.
That pitch low a ball. He's got to have at least one car that has the horn that goes like,
oh, yeah.
Doesn't he? He has to, right?
Oh, yeah. Like the steam cars he has are from the O's and the teens, and they run on steam. There's a steam engine in them. They're crazy.
The 1-1, and Carr hits this over the outstretched glove of the shortstop, Roberts, and into left field for the base hit. Didn't catch it square, but got it enough to get it over Roberts' glove and into the outfield for the
number 9,
fourth Roncalli hit of the afternoon. Here's Abby Hoffman, walked and scored to begin the scoring in the second inning. It's the 5th hit of the game for Roncalli, with Carr's base hit with 1 out. At pitcher ball. Klaus delivers, and Hoffman late on this one, fouls it back. One of the other things we're going to get to today, Pat, is we're going to get this day, we're going to go through the top 5 songs on the charts this week's 40 years ago.
Oh, my.
1981. That pitch one hops the plate. Nice block by the catcher, Fink.
Rapture by Blondie.
You with me on that?
Rapture, Blondie.
I think that had just moved out.
Dang
I think
it.
it was in the top 10, though.
I knew it was an 81 song.
We'll get to that, though. Hoffman pops this one up, but it'll drift back over our heads in the press box and out of play.
Wonder if Abby Hoffman knows that she shares a name with a famous activist from the late 60s.
Have you seen that movie on Netflix yet?
I have not.
The Trial of the Chicago 7?
Yeah.
I've not seen it. My wife saw it, said it was excellent.
Yeah, it was quite the time.
Hoffman lines this one into right center field, and that'll roll to the wall. Here comes Abby Carr. Hoffman hesitated at second base, now has to scramble back. She took a big turn, but Abby Hoffman has an extra base hit and a run driven in as Carr scores from first. Roncalli leads 5-0.
Yeah, it was a good piece of hitting. She was on a frozen rope to right center field.
That was absolutely lined. Well, Hoffman leads the team in on-base plus sluggage percentage. She's the only player on the team who has a number over 1,000.
That's not bad.
That double that drives in the run is her 7th extra base hit of the season.
Number 7, Keegan Rothrock.
Here's Rothrock. She doubled in a run. She doubled Hoffman in to start the scoring in the last inning. 5-0 the score. Roncalli leads here in this bottom of the third. Shelby Hayes continues to loosen down in the Franklin Central bullpen in the right field corner. Rothrock taps it right back to the box. Klaus gets Rothrock at first. Looked back the runner, and then once Klaus threw it over to first, Hoffman broke for third and advanced. Rothrock is out 1-3 for the second out of the inning as Hoffman moves over to third.
Number 12, Kaylin Cash.
Here's Kaylin Cash. Singled and scored in the second. Open stance. Takes a pitch high ball.
No, I have not seen that documentary or that movie yet. It's on
Rachel
the list.
said it was outstanding. Sasha Baron Cohen plays out Abby Hoffman. Pitch out and away, a ball, 2-0. Cash committed to play at St. Joseph's in Philly next year. The Hawk never dies, Pat. That's the slogan out there in St. Joseph's.
Okay.
On the hill in Philly.
Andre Dawson?
Not that Hawk.
Oh, okay.
Strike taken, 2-1. If you ever watch a St. Joseph University basketball game, the Hawk mascot stands in the corner and flaps the arms for the entire game. Pitch high and away.
I had seen that. I did not remember that till you mentioned it.
It's mandated in the mascot code. The Hawk cannot stop flapping the wings until the game is over. I think they get a break at halftime. Pitch, swing and a miss on a pitch high. And the count is settled full.
Lay off the high ones.
2 outs here in the bottom of the third. 1 run is in. Hoffman down at third. Cash just got a piece of that one and squibbed it into the fencing in front of the Roncalli dugout, third base side.
fighting it off.
Fighting it off. 5-0 our score. Roncalli leads, bottom third. Pitch, out and away, a ball. And Cash works the walk. That's a nice at bat.
Definitely.
David Lauk, I believe, is going to send a pinch runner in for Cash. And indeed, Sophie Carr emerges from the dugout.
Your pinch runner.
She pinch ran and scored
number 20
for Rothrock in the second inning. Allie Waleski stands in. Hitting with 2 outs and runners at the corners. Waleski
at the plate,
hit
14,
a brisk two-hopper
Waleski.
to third base that was snared nicely by Collop last inning. So runners at the corners. Waleski takes a strike right down Broadway to start this at-bat. Little Jeff Brantley homage there.
Definitely. Right down Broadway.
I am really into the runner goes, and they'll let Carr head down to second. I'm really into the Tommy Thrall, Jeff Brantley duo in the radio booth for the Reds, Pat.
Yeah, it's good.
They have a nice chemistry, even with Thrall only being in his second year. That pitch outside, tailing away. And it's 2-1 to Waleski.
Well, I think the Cowboy adds a little bit to just about everything he does.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
A little down-home wisdom from Mississippi.
Yep. Pitch away. And other than the second strike that Cash swung out high, Roncalli hitters have done a nice job of staying away from the high balls. Here in this third inning, Klaus has thrown quite a few. Now
Definitely.
Our catcher, Fink, out to have a chit-chat. Waleski's got a 3-1 advantage in this count. 2 outs, 2 on for Roncalli. Hoffman down at third. Sophie Carr at second. 5-0 the score here, third inning.
Yeah, work a walk here would be nice to bring Lila up.
Yeah, get the batting order reset. We may see a new pitcher if the batting order gets reset this inning. And Waleski nubs this one foul. Didn't get much of it, and the third baseman, Collop, was playing back at the bag, so she had way too far to go. Not enough height on that ball for her to get it, catch up to it and make a play. So the count is full. Waleski, the number 9 hitter for Roncalli. And Waleski just stuck her bat out and slapped that one into the fencing in front of the Franklin Central dugout. That wasn't even a swing. She just basically stuck her bat up in the air.
Yep. Please hit this. Stay alive.
Full count. Here's the pitch.
Nice.
Line into left field.
Get out.
Going back, and it is off the fence. Over the head of the left fielder, Markham. Waleski's head first slide to second base, and a 2-out double for the catcher, Waleski. It's 7-0. Oh, my. She got all that one, Pat. I thought for a second she hit it out.
Yeah, if we had a little bit of a breeze tonight, that would have been gone.
But a 2-out double, second double of the inning for the Royals. 3 runs in the inning, and it's 7-0.
And courtesy runner for the Royals.
Courtesy runner coming out. That's
Your
Abby
courtesy
Tiller,
runner at second base, number 18.
the senior,
Abby Tiller.
heading out to run for the catcher Waleski on the courtesy runner. And a pitching change is going to take place here in this bottom of the third inning. We're going to go ahead and take a 30-second break during this pitching change. We'll step out for 30 seconds and come right back. It's Roncalli Softball in the Ascension St. Vincent, Roncalli Media Network. Rob Brown, Pat Crosley back with you. Pitching change for the Franklin Central Flashes. The junior Shelby Hayes is on, making her 7th appearance, 5th in relief. She's 1-1 with a 3.00 ERA, 18 and 2/3 innings, allowed 21 hits. Knights has only used 3 pitchers.
Wow. Play the card you dealt.
The main pitcher, the pitcher who's logged the most time, is Jocelyn Newman, who's down at second base. She has 8 of their 11 wins. Back to the top of the order, and Lila Blackwell. She's 1 for 2, scored after an infield single in the second. Slaps one to Newman. The Royals get 3 hits, 3 runs, and strand a runner. We're through 3. Roncalli leading Franklin Central 7-0. We'll step out for 30 seconds and be right back. It's Roncalli softball on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Schedule on.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Now please support the Roncalli Circle of Faith Annual Fund, which this year raises money for needs-based 218-277 for more information. And so I want to pass along a thank you to all who participated in Celebration Roncalli over the weekend. The annual tuition assistance fundraiser. It was virtual this year, but I think a lot of fun was had by all.
It was a good time.
I heard our guy Steve Looney, Aaron Looney, won a little loot
Number 15.
on Saturday night.
I was with them when that happened, and she says, I never win anything. I said, well, you can give it to me, and then you can keep that going. But she wasn't really amenable to that.
Well, and we were so, with me, went for $400. Colonel Joe Bonich. Bunt laid down. Rothrock backhands, throws to Rock. The bunt laid down by Lamar. That's the
12.
second base runner of the game for Franklin Central. Both have reached via error. Here's Weaver. She struck out to end the first.
I don't know how many errors Keegan has, but let's see how she reacts to that. It's frustrating for her, I'm sure.
So Flashes have the leadoff runner on. Weaver shows bunt. Offered at it. Waleski was up quickly out of her crouch to look down to first base to see what Lamar had in mind.
Can look for Coach Stricker to be aggressive.
Bunt popped up. Can Waleski find it?
Oh, yeah.
She can. Nice play by Waleski behind the plate to find that foul bunt and put it away for the out.
Number 55.
Yeah, that was a great play by her. Allie, she got up and on her horse and went and got that. That was a great play.
Here's Olivia Collop. She struck out the second. Has a team high 7 home runs. Swing and a miss. Took a big cut there. Pat, they came in with 24 home runs, Franklin Central, in 15 games.
It's a good number.
That strikes me as a pretty big number.
Yeah.
Roncalli, by comparison, has 13 in 13 games coming in. Showed bunt. Did Collop? Did she offer at it? Yes, she did. I think.
No.
No, she did not. 1-1 the count.
Roncalli bullpen is active.
Courtney Keller getting loose down the Roncalli bullpen. Shows bunt and hit her in the box and then rolled foul. Home plate umpire was on that quickly. Collop laying that bunt down, and the ball hit the bat and then her thigh and then rolled foul. So it's a foul ball. 1-2 the count. 1 out, 1 on for Franklin Central here in the top of the fourth. Rothrock looks in. Pitch swung on a miss. She got the strikeout. That's number 8. And 2 outs in the inning. Here's Fink. She struck out in the second.
The catcher number 20, Brenna Fink.
Brenna Fink The junior catcher hits from the left side. Shows bunt and fouls it back. Wide of the screen and out of play.
She fell that back to the concession stand
She
over
did.
the fence. That was a rocket bunt backward.
Rothrock looks in for the sign, and that one also fouled back, straight back. Over the screen. Starting to get more than a little dark.
It is. Yeah, the cloud cover's not helping, for sure.
The neon ball helps. The 0-2. Chop to short. Carr charges, and base runner heading to third, and Carr throws it away. That'll get a run in. And we'll see how that's scored. I think that's going to be scored an infield hit for Fink. And then an error on the shortstop Carr that allowed Lamar to come home and score. So second error of the inning for Roncalli, third in the game. Infield hit for Lamar, and then Fink rather, and then she advances via the throw.
Yeah, Carr, it looks like she lost her footing as she was coming in after that. And
I was a little surprised Rothrock didn't try and make a play on that ball.
I was
rolled
too.
Past the circle. Rothrock let it go as Carr was charging.
Macy Roberts.
Here's Macy Roberts.
don't know if Carr called her off or not, but
Yeah, we don't know that. She could have. Roberts grounded out to Rothrock in the circle. Pitch high and goes back to the screen through the glove of Waleski. So a wild pitch sends Fink to third. Franklin Central getting a run here in the inning. I guess did we confirm that was an infield hit by Fink? First hit of the game for Franklin Central. Royals, though, have committed 3 errors. 2 here in the inning. Pitch. Taking a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-1. Top of the fourth, 7-1 our score. Roncalli leads Franklin Central. Pitch foul back. And it goes 1-2.
send somebody's brother or sister after all these foul balls.
Yeah, there's been a lot of foul balls out of play today. Franklin Central is halfway through the order the second time, and they put 4 balls in play, 4 balls in play against Rothrock. This one fouled down the right side off the end of the bat. And the at-bat continues for Roberts. Rothrock ahead in the count, 1-2. Runner down at third, that's Fink. She has the lone hit of the game. Franklin Central getting a run via a Roncalli error in this top of the fourth. Royals lead 7-1. Rothrock lets Waleski cycle through the signs and took too long. So Robert steps out. Rothrock looking for strikeout number 9 to end this inning. Pitch. Robert stays alive, fouls it back to the screen. Franklin Central has fouled off about a dozen pitches in this inning.
It's true.
Rothrock looks in. Pitch. Foul back again. Straight over our heads. Runner down at third base for Franklin Central. 2 outs here in the inning. Rothrock set, delivers. Chopped to the circle. Rothrock fields. Throw to first. Cash holds the bag for the out.
Let's go.
And the Royals get out of the inning. But in the inning, Franklin Central gets a run on a hit. There were 2 Roncalli errors and a runner left. We're through 3.5. Step out for 30 seconds and come right back. It's Roncalli softball in the Ascent to St. Vincent, Roncalli Media Network.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts.
life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Well, at Marian University, you will meet students who are tomorrow's leaders in their chosen professions. You'll also find a welcoming campus that is small enough to provide you with individual attention from a nationally and internationally recognized faculty, and big enough to help keep you down the track to get experience and connections you need for career success. Go Knights.
In the bottom of the fourth, number 19, Kate Lehner.
Kate Lehner leads off this bottom of the fourth. Roncalli leading 7-1. No. That run allowed by Rothrock in that top of the fourth. Fink reached via base hit, but Lamar, sliding into third, was able to advance to home on the throwing error by Carr. So that's an unearned run. Lehner takes the first pitch high. Great crew working with us today. Ben Taylor, our producer and director today. Lehner lays down a bunt foul. Alex Swift handling our graphics, and Izzy Littell climbing the ladder and getting on top of the third base dugout to man that camera for us today. And, of course, Justin Brown, our executive producer this afternoon, supervising all the proceedings. One count to Lehner. Corners in. Lehner walks up on that one. Pat, a couple significant baseball birthdays today.
Okay.
First one, a man that Reds fans know as Mr. Perfect. Lehner fouls this one back, slaps it, and I'm not talking about the professional wrestler Kurt Hennig.
Wow.
Tom Browning celebrating a birthday today.
75.
62. 75?
Jeez,
what are you doing?
I don't know. I'm just throwing 70s out there.
Lehner fouls that one back.
All right. Yeah, now that makes more sense now. I'm doing some math.
Tom Browning pitched the only perfect game in Reds history. September 16th, 1988. Beat the Dodgers 1-0 at the old Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati. That was a different time back then, Pat. Slapped down to third base. Third baseman was in tight, and a nice throw over to first for the out. Collop was playing shallow, and she threw out Lehner by a step and a half. One away.
Number 16, Chloe Parks.
Here's Chloe Parks. Chloe 0 for 2. Tim Belcher, who actually eventually pitched for the Reds as well, was the Dodger pitcher that night. Browning struck out 7. And that game was over in an hour and 51 minutes, Pat.
It was a different time, that's for sure.
Hour and 51 minutes.
Yeah, there's less walk-up music in those days.
And what people may not remember is that there was a rain delay. That game did not start till almost 11 o'clock local time. Parks lays a bunt down that stays foul.
Barely.
And it's 0-2. Tom Browning, Mr. Perfect, celebrating a birthday today. Let's switch the gears, Pat. Number 5 song this week. Parks fouls this one into the screen. Number 5 song this week, 1981.
Oh, Lord, that's...
It's a group. That's your hint.
Oh, well, that narrows it down.
A group, a duo, multi-hit duo.
Peaches and Herb, I don't know.
Multi-hit duo. Kiss on My List by Hall & Oates.
Oh, my goodness.
That pitch hops back to the screen.
I saw them in concert in 82.
There you go.
At Market Square Arena.
I saw, my wife and I saw them in concert a few years back at the Murat Theater downtown. I think it's the old National Theater downtown.
Yeah.
And they played all the hits. Parks swings through that one and misses on a walk-up. And Hayes has her first strikeout. 2 outs. Here's Freegee. She's 0 for 2.
Number 6, Kylie Freegee.
So we saw Hall & Oates, Pat, and they entered from opposite sides of the stage, acted like between songs they didn't know each other. That pitch one hops the plate for a ball. And it certainly appeared as though they were contractually obligated to 90 minutes because as soon as it hit 90 minutes, those guys were out the door.
Lights are on.
They were out the door. Any thought of an encore, you can just pretty much toss that out the window.
Yep. Listen to it in your car on the way home.
Listen to it in your car. That's right.
Yeah.
Frigi takes a strike, and she's behind in the count, 1-2. Bottom of the fourth. Franklin Central trying to retire Roncalli in order for the first time today. Royals lead 7-1. Frigi hits a hard chop to short rather, and it eats the shortstop up and goes into left field. That's a base hit. Solid base hit for Frigi. 8th hit of the game for Roncalli.
Number 13, Abby Carr.
And that brings Abby Carr to the plate. Abby 1 for 2. Singled and scored in the third. Bottom of the fourth, Roncalli leading 7-1.
Man.
Number 4 song, Pat, 1981. Female artist, solo.
Pat Benatar.
One of two hits she had. One of 2 big hits.
Oh, goodness.
Ballad.
Base
Carr
hit.
juices this one into the gap in left center. Cut off quickly by the center fielder, Maderi. And a close play at third. Pop-up slide by Frigi. She's safe. That's a nice job by Maderi to run that ball down. That looked like a double when it came off the bat of Carr. But Maderi holds her to a single.
Number 9, Abby Hoffman.
Frigi beats the throw to second. Carr advances behind the throw. Second hit of the inning, 9th of the ball game for Roncalli. So second and third, 2 outs. Here's Hoffman. She's 1 for 1. Walked and scored. And that pitch gets away. Back to the screen. Head first sliding is Frigi, and she's safe. So a wild pitch. Wild pitch brings Frigi home. And it's 8-1. Carr advances to third. So runner at third.
I'm gonna have to phone a friend on that. Can I phone a friend?
Okay, so initials JN. Her initials were JN.
I'm embarrassed.
That's a good hint.
I know it is.
Pitch blocked in plate. Now the runner's going to go, and Carr dives. She's out. Boy, that's a bang play. Carr laid out to try and get there, and she's slow to get up. That's the third out of the inning. Megan Picallo, the trainer, coming out to look at Abby Carr. We'll go ahead and take a break and head to break as the inning ends here in the bottom of the fourth with Roncalli leading 8-1. Back after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Marian University wants to know, what are you made of? At Marian University, our students are made.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Coming into the game in the top of the fifth. No outs as we lead off this top of the fifth.
Leading off for the
8-1 the score.
Number 5, Gracie Markham.
Keegan Rothrock is on for her 5th inning of work. She's allowed 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned.
And shortstop for your Royals, number 5, Lauren Marcitek.
She has struck out 8. No walks. Here's Gracie Markham to lead it off. She struck out to begin the 3rd inning. So to circle back here, Pat. Pitch, shows bunt, pops it up over the screen.
I know, I got it. Juice Newton.
Juice Newton, there you go. Angel of the Morning.
Yes.
Juice Newton.
Queen of Hearts.
Number 4 song in this week in 1981.
Where I pulled that out of, I can't tell you.
Newton.
Back in
there
my
you
head.
Go.
Good Lord.
Juice Newton. Number 4 song this week in 1981. Markham strings through a high strike, and it's 0-2.
Heaven help us. Where'd I get that?
Let's go with the number 3 song. It was a solo artist, an R&B Hall of Famer, kind of at the tail end of his recording career. SR, his initials.
Smokey Robinson.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Being With You by Smokey Robinson. That's a smooth one, right?
Yeah. I was about ready to say Smokey Robinson because he's the oldest of that time, probably from that era.
Yeah, that was kind of at the back end. That might have been one of his last hits. Ball fouled back. Lights are on in the parking lot behind the bubble. No lights here at the stadium, so we'll keep this game moving, try and get the full 7 in. Swing and a miss. Rothrock took something off for strikeout number 9. 1 away. And here's Morgan back. Hear the PA behind
Number
us.
72, Morgan back.
They're having girls lacrosse senior night tonight. Girls got a big win on the road at Brownsburg last night, 10-9.
Yes.
Hannah Cushing with a late goal. Back reached via error her first time up. Nice job by Wileski to frame that pitch on the outside corner. 0-1. Top of the 5th, Roncalli leading 8-1 on Franklin Central. Rothrock's pitch jammed back, rolls to second. To her right, Parks. The throw on to first for the out. 2 away. Parks was leaning the other way, had to go into the hole to get it, but not a lot on it. He had time to run it down.
It's tailing away from her, too, as it rolled. It had that wacky spin on it, rolling toward second base.
Here's Josie Newman. It looks like the rain is starting to come down again here in this top of the 5th.
Umbrella's popping out.
Umbrella's popping out. Newman takes a pitch on the inside corner, a strike. Pitch high, a ball. Another on this day in history, Pat, this also music related. 1975, John Lennon made his final national TV appearance.
Dick Cavett?
Taken at the knees, a strike.
Dick Cavett
No,
show?
but you're close, though.
Mike Douglas?
The Tomorrow Show with Tom Snyder
on
NBC.
Tom Snyder.
Tom Snyder was kind of ahead of his time.
Yes, he was. Very droll.
A pitch fouled back to the screen. Guess and yeah, Tom Snyder was ahead of his time with the Tomorrow Show on NBC. Followed Carson for years. Pitch.
Oh.
Low ball. And it's 2-2. 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Working against daylight here, trying to get this one in.
Yeah, get this out and go score 3 runs and go home.
Pitch foul back. Just past the 7 o'clock hour.
Catch a break in the clouds, but we can't.
Our guy John Curran's checking in tonight, listening and watching along the network. Good hanging out with John last night for the volleyball match. Off-speed pitch, strike 3, taken looking. Home plate umpire waited and then rung that one up for a little effect. 10th, make that the 9th strikeout of the game for Rothrock. Call it the 10th, beg your pardon, 10th strikeout. We're through 4.5 as the flashes go in order. 8-1 Roncalli leads. Back with it after this on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network. teledata.com. Rob Brown and Pat Crosley with you this evening. Please, you're spending part of your your Wednesday night with us. I got ahead of myself there. Abby Hoffman leads it off. She was at the plate at home and was tagged out at the plate. Hoffman is 1 for 1. Walked and scored in the second, doubled in a run and scored in the third. Hoffman, Rothrock, and Cash due up here in this fifth inning. Pitch away a ball, and it's 3-0. Umbrellas are out in that left field corner. Bleachers down there. Good crowd down there in the corner and along the fence line. That pitch nowhere near the zone, and Hoffman works a 4-pitch walk.
I think tonight's attendance is 473.
That's what you're in ballpark that at?
That's a good crowd, though, for
good crowd here tonight.
Questionable weather.
Absolutely.
Seriously, there's probably about 75 people here.
If this was a sunny day, there'd be a lot. This is a big rivalry crowd.
Oh, go.
Pitch thrown down, and they try to catch Hoffman in the throw. Airmails first base, and Hoffman advances down to second on the error from the catcher. That's the third error of the game for Franklin Central, so each team with 3 errors. Another celebrity birthday cross, Kim Gordon. You with me on Kim Gordon? Bass player from Sonic Youth. I was a big Sonic Youth guy back in the
that's
day.
a little after my time.
You weren't in the alternative scene like I was?
Not 90s like that, not so much.
Late 80s, early 90s. Kim Gordon, 68 today. Rothrock lifts this one high into the cloud deck. Coming on, and it'll drop in front of the center fielder. Hoffman had to hang up, though, because it was in front of her in left center field to see if it was caught. And Rothrock is aboard with a bloop single, high bloop single.
That almost brought more rain with it.
Yeah, it did.
Up there.
Yeah, it did. Rothrock took a big turn at first and then looked up and saw Hoffman standing on second base. Courtesy runner heading down.
Your courtesy runner.
That's
first base, number 8, Caroline Leister.
Caroline Leister, the senior,
At the plate,
down to run for Rothrock.
Kaylin Cash.
So first and second, nobody out. And Pat, as you alluded during the break, if Roncalli can plate 3 here in this bottom of the 5th, the game is over. Or actually 2. Actually, you need 3.
3, yep.
To get to a 10-run differential, yes. 10-run rule after 5 innings complete, or 4.5 if the home team was up by 10 heading into the 5th. So if Roncalli can plate 3 here, the game is over. Otherwise, we play on. Cash, first pitch swinging, hits a roller to third. Third baseman charges, throws, and gets Cash by a step. Nice play by Kyle. She's made some nice defensive plays over there.
It's truth.
At third base.
She has.
Cash the first out of the inning, but she moves the runners up a base each. Here's Waleski. She tomahawked a double into left center field in the third inning. Now David Laukall's time to come down and talk to the home plate umpire. He's going to make some more changes, perhaps.
Yeah, get the real professional in there.
Okay, maybe not.
I thought he was going to make a lineup change potentially, but whatever that discussion was, it has come to a quick conclusion. So Hoffman down at third. Leister, the pinch runner, down at second base, the courtesy runner, I should say. 1 out, 2 on. Bottom of the 5th, 8-1, Roncalli leads. Pitch out and away, a ball. Top of the order, and Blackwell waits on deck. Well, Roncalli can find a way, Pat, to get at least a couple of those batters at the top of the order to the plate here in this inning. They might get the 3 runs they're looking for.
Yes, definitely. And I think that then Allie, if she get a hold of the ball like she did last at bat, that could definitely score 2 quick ones. They're shading her to left field.
Waleski out in front of that one, and she waves at it. Count evens at 2-2. 2-2 the count, 1 out. Bottom of the 5th, Roncalli leads Franklin Central 8-1 here in softball action. Pitch. Swing and a miss. Waleski was out in front of that one. 2 outs in the inning.
Number 2, Lila Blackwell.
Here's Blackwell. She's 1 for 3. Infield single and scored in the second.
Yeah, she laid down that nice bunt in the second inning. So now she's got to swing away.
Hayes, who is on in relief, came in with 2 outs in the third. Blackwell shows bunt and offers first strike. That strikeout of Waleski was Hayes' second of the game. Blackwell showing bunt. Brings it back and then slaps it into short right field, and it drops in front of the right fielder. 1 run is in, and in with a slide is Leister. 2 runs are in. Blackwell pulled the bunt back and then slapped a bloop into right field for a 2-run single. That's a fine piece of hitting by the sophomore Blackwell, and it's 10-1.
Yeah, she just placed that, and I think it caught the right fielder on her heels a little bit. And it was right there where the second baseman could have gone back to catch it, but the two of them were right there and watched it drop.
Here's Lehner up with 2 outs and 2 in and a runner on. Lehner 1 for 2, reached via error in the first, tripled in 2 runs in the second. Shows bunt, throw down, Blackwell in sliding head first with the steal. Her second of the ball game and 9th of the season.
Laundry bills are going to be large for the Royals.
A lot of head first slides today. So Blackwell down at second base. If she can find the plate here in this bottom of the 5th, the game would end with the 10-run rule, with the Royals leading 10-1. Lehner into center field, and it eats up the center fielder. Here comes Blackwell. She'll score, and that's the ball game. Lehner's base hit into center field brings Blackwell home with the 3rd run of the inning, and that settles up the score at 11-1 and ends the game via the 10-run rule here in this bottom of the 5th, with Roncalli leading 11-1. We're going to go ahead and take our only break. We're going to take a 2-minute break here at the end of this ball game. When we come back, Pat and I will wrap it up and tell you all about it on the Steve's Flowers and Gifts postgame show. That's next.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. They have to make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On 2, on 2. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary ER or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay.
With an 11-1 5-inning win over Franklin Central. Franklin Central with the loss drops to 11-5. Let's look at how the game unfolded. Roncalli did not get its first runs until the second inning. Royals scoring 4 times in the second on 4 hits. Keegan Rothrock doubled in a run, and then Ali Waleski grounded in a run. The big blow in the inning was a 2-run, 2-out triple by Kate Lehner. Roncalli led 4-0 at the end of 2, and then in the third inning, Roncalli got 3 more. Abby Hoffman doubled in a run, and then a 2-run double by Ali Waleski with 2 outs. Brought 2 more home. It was 7-0 Roncalli after 3. Then in the fourth, Franklin Central got its only run of the game. Reagan Lamar reached via a Keegan Rothrock throwing error. And Lamar was able to move down to second base, head to third after Brianna Fink's infield hit was smothered by Abby Carr. She tried to get tried to get Lamar heading to third, and the throw went over the head of Kylie Freege, the third baseman. Lamar came home on the throwing error. That was the only run of the game for Franklin Central, and the only hit of the game came in that inning. Roncalli added another solo run in the fourth. Kylie Freege scoring from third on a wild pitch. And then in the fifth inning, Roncalli got the final 3 runs of the game. A 2-out single by Lila Blackwell made it 10-1. Blackwell then stole second and then scored on Kate Lehner's line drive single into center field to end the game 11-1. Pat, a lot of great performances today. But I think you hit on the best, the most significant offensive performance of the day, and that was the junior Kate Lehner, who is going to be today's Ortho Indy Star of the game.
Yeah, definitely. She was 2 for 3. She had the game-winning RBI. She had you said the 2-out triple to score 2 runs to get the Royals really off to a great start to begin the game, and she just was solid with the bat tonight. So I'd like to see her get recognized for that.
So Kate Lehner, the junior, she is tonight's Ortho Indy Star of the game. At Ortho Indy, their mission is to provide the highest quality, comprehensive bone, joint, spine, and muscle care to patients throughout the Midwest, the United States, and around the world. From diagnosis through recovery, their team is ready to get you back in the action. Choose Ortho Indy to be your official orthopedic provider. Before we wrap it up, just to close the loop, Pat, we were talking about the top 5 songs this week in 1981. Number 2 was Just the Two of Us by Bill Withers and Grover Washington Jr. And then number 1 this week in 1981 on the charts, on the Hot 100, Sheena Easton's Morning Train.
So God help us.
We don't want people going home tonight wondering what those what the top 2 were.
Well,
so
I'm sure they lost some sleep on that.
I'm sure they did. So Franklin Central will go right back at it tomorrow night. They've got a home game against Southport, and that'll close out their week. Third game in 3 nights. Roncalli, though, this is a big week, Pat. They get a conference win last night at Heritage Christian, 12-0. Win tonight against Franklin Central, a team that they likely will see. They could see one more time in the county tournament, and then again in the sectional. But then this weekend, this was a nice lead-in game for Roncalli, for David Lauk's club, heading into Saturday's big matchup at New Pal, a team that has won over 90 games in the last 3 full seasons and a couple of state championships. New Pal hosting Roncalli's sectional this year. They're the number 5 team in the state. This week in the 4A poll, they'll hook up in Hancock County on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock. So a nice win tonight to get ready for that game, but Roncalli will see another quality opponent on Saturday in New Pal.
Yeah, definitely. And the Royals played real well tonight, and then just a couple little hiccups, a couple throwing errors, throwing the ball around the infield a little bit, but Coach Lauk will address that with the ladies, and they know that that's not how they're going to be able to. They can't play that way and win, and they can't play that way Saturday and beat New Pal. So they'll address that, and these are some fine young women, great ball players, and they're well coached, and they're gonna get it figured out.
Well, Pat, we appreciate having you alongside, and we'll catch up with you soon. Glad you could be with us tonight.
Looking forward to it. Always a pleasure.
Want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. Thank you for spending part of your Wednesday night with us. The final line score on the game, Franklin Central 1 run, 1 hit, 3 errors, and 2 left. Roncalli 11 runs, 12 hits, 3 errors, and 4 left. Keegan Rothrock is their winning pitcher for Roncalli. The sophomore improves to 10-0. Meanwhile, for Franklin Central, Ella Klaus, she takes the loss and runs to 2-2, her record. Time of the game tonight, 1 hour and 29 minutes before a robust crowd of 73 here at Roncalli Stadium. Tonight's game has been a production of the Roncalli Media Network. The executive producer is Gary Armbruster. Our great crew tonight, Ben Taylor handling the directing and the producing on today's telecast. Alex Swift handled our graphics, and Izzy Littell was on the camera. Justin Brown was our supervising producer, and our coordinating producer for the network is Mr. Stefan Welsh. For my partner, Pat Crosley, I'm Rob Brown. Again, our final today in softball from Roncalli as the Royals defeat Franklin Central by the score of 11-1. Until we talk to you on Saturday morning, baseball audio-only broadcast at 11 o'clock. On behalf of our entire Roncalli Media Network crew, it's been Rob Brown saying, so long, everybody.